The views, information, and opinions expressed during the following program are solely those of the individuals involved and do not necessarily represent the views of Access Communications, its representatives, or its employees.
Hey, we're here in Yorkton, and we're at a car show right in front of Staples, and I'm here with Ken Cimbalisti, and he's got an
1990.
1990. I had an 89, so it's close. C4?
Yes.
So tell us a little bit. This is the ZR1, right?
This is the ZR1 model. It differed from the regular models mainly because of the engine. It was a lot more horsepower than the base model.
That's what I thought. So what did it have for an engine in? What's the ZR1 got?
It's a 5.7. It's the same size, but it's 125 more horsepower than the base model.
Yeah, the base one I had was pretty, I think it was only like 248 somewhere, and this is going to be close to 400 then or something like that?
Yeah, this one is 375.
375.
The later models of this car had 405.
405.
Yeah, back then that's
a lot of horsepower. That is a lot. And of course, I don't think these cars, 3,000 pounds maybe?
Just over 3,000.
Just a little bit, yeah. Very cool.
No, in its day it was...
It's a hot rod.
Yeah.
And you know what's interesting, in 1990, they were kind of coming back from their, I call it recession from hot cars. In the 80s, they were, like mine was like 240, it wasn't much horsepower at all.
Yeah.
It still went okay, but it wasn't. But this is getting to become like a muscle car again then.
Yeah, this car actually set a world record when they tested it. It ran for 24 hours straight at 170 miles an hour.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so you know this car pretty good then, huh?
Oh, yeah. The motor option, the ZR1 option, was a $30,000 option, and the car was only $32,000. So
it's a $30,000 option?
Yeah, this car was $62,000 in 1990.
Yeah, I remember this. Oh, look at that. There it is, huh? 4-cam, 32 valve. So, in cubic inches, what do you think this engine is?
Well, it's a 350.
It's a 350.
Just like the
just
the regular Corvette. But just,
it was a 350. Okay.
It was made by Mercury Marine.
What?
Designed by Lotus.
Mercury Marine?
Yeah.
Why were they using it in boats or something? Or
they just designed it for GM.
They did, but they must have had an idea that they're going to use it maybe in a boat kind of thing.
Well, I don't know the details
I've
behind
had a few
it.
boats in Merc Cruisers, all that stuff, really. So it's a 350.
Yeah.
This is a 1990. So tell me, where did you find your car?
This car I picked up, it was imported into Canada by a fellow in Cochrane.
Cochrane, Alberta?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I picked it up there.
Okay, and how long ago did you get it?
A couple of years now.
So what made you go for the C4 1990 ZR1? Were you always looking for one? Or?
Well, I'm a Corvette guy. I've bought and sold 25 of them.
25?
Yeah.
Oh, I've had 4. You beat me out by a long way.
Well,
what's your best one? This one?
Geez, there's a lot of nice ones. This one is one of my favorites, as well as I had a Z06, a 2004.
Okay. Did you have any of the early 50s or 60s?
No, the oldest one I had was a 68 427 tri-power coupe.
Yeah, I had one, a 69. Yeah, that was quite a car.
Yeah.
Well, I love that, and I love the red. Can we hear it run?
Sure.
Let's hear it run. Let's hear those 400 ponies. Or 385.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a different setup to get in, but oh yeah. Nice rumble in the back there. Gee, it's a clean car, huh? Those, like the interior.
Everything, there's nothing been changed out.
door hinges and all that stuff. It's all just really clean. And you've had it for a couple of years now, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I like the red on red.
I know, it's really good. And the red that's in the interior is a blood red. It's not just same as the other one, huh?
Yeah, the only thing that's really not original is the stereo.
Oh, okay. What did you do? Oh, you've changed that out there.
Yeah, I haven't, but...
See, in '89, the dash configuration was a lot different than that. They've changed that, huh? And this is a 5-speed, or what is it?
6-speed.
6-speed? Oh,
Yeah.
it's a standard.
I think this would have been the first year for the 6-speed.
Yeah, and they put these inserts in, which is really nice, because that saves the carpet and everything. And the carpet's actually... Everything is really nice in this car. You just found it in Cochrane, and you were just looking at it?
Just the old Kijiji ad, you know.
And 25 Corvettes you had.
Yeah.
So you're like a Corvette guy.
Well, you buy them, you drive them, you sell them, and hopefully you make some money or don't lose any.
Very nice. Well, congratulations. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we're with Dwayne Sally, and he's got a SL55 Benz AMG. Is that what it is?
That's what that is. That's a 2003 5.5 liter supercharged motor.
Holy dynamite!
So
5.5
just
super.
knocking on the door, 500 horsepower.
Ooh, that's a lot of horsepower for this. And this is a 2000 what?
2003.
2003.
So when this car came out from Mercedes, they'd put a lot of their newest technology into it. It's got an air ride suspension. It's got the parking sensors front and rear. It's got
Parking sensors. Oh, so it goes
back in 2003. Yeah.
back off back.
And it's actually got a Distronic system in the front for 2003. And
Distronic.
what that does is it's like a little radar.
Okay.
So if you're coming up behind somebody and you got your cruise control on,
Oh.
the car will actually slow down.
Oh, geez, that's early for that, because
That
a
is
lot
early.
of Lexuses and things have gotten that in the last few years.
And you pull out the pass, the car will accelerate once the vehicle's no longer in front. So a lot of little interesting...
Does that interfere sometimes with you when you're driving? Do you ever find that kind of choppy, like you're behind and then...
No, what it interferes with is when I drive a different car. Because you get used to...
You get used to it
It's so nice.
looking-
Like on a long trip, it's just so convenient.
Oh.
And again, like coming back to the whole 2003 year model, when I picked this car up, it was from obviously a little ways away from where I got it from. And I know the guys down at the Dodge dealership, so I took it by to show them. And they couldn't believe. Basically, this is a Daimler product, which at that...
Oh, this is a Daimler thing.
And also, so a lot of the Dodges
Yeah,
for a
yeah,
while
yeah,
were
yeah.
Daimler. So they were just fascinated by it. And even the air ride suspension, if I'm going up to a curb that's a little too high,
Oh.
my bottom out, I can actually lift up the car by about 1.5 inches.
Really?
Just
Now,
with a
the
push of a button.
The AMG badging, that's another division. I think it's actually part of Mercedes now, AMG. It
There's
used to
actually-
be an aftermarket thing at first, though, wasn't it, I think?
There's a whole history to it, and I hate to kind of speak to it because I'm not professional on it.
Yeah,
but
go ahead.
What it was back in the early days, the Mercedes engineers on their time off would actually take the cars and soup them up.
Oh.
And do all these things, and then down the road, the company seen what they were doing with it, liked their ideas, their concepts.
So it was an in-house kind of modification thing, just having
kind
fun.
of in and around and after about,
But I think they created a separate company for a while, AMG, I thought.
I think you were probably right, yeah.
Again, I'm not
Yeah.
a Mercedes expert. And then I think Mercedes brought it into the house, I think, but I'm not sure exactly.
Yeah. So I mean, as soon as you see anything with an AMG badge on it, yeah, that's performance division. That's
Yeah. Well, they would kind of bring the wheel wells out, accommodate different tires, body molding kits, all that kind of
They're
stuff.
giving you the bigger brakes, the big discs. I mean, it'll stop as fast as it'll go. Like it's
So you figure how many horsepower do you thought?
just knocking on the door 500.
500. That's a lot of horsepower. And this would weigh right around 4,000 or?
Knocking in between 35 and 4. Like actually with the convertible setup and everything, for the amount of horsepower, it is actually a heavy car.
Yeah.
But in a lot of ways, that's nice because
Some convertibles actually, they purposely built them a little heavier so their center of gravity stays.
and that's a big part of it. And even to do with the handling. Right now, I have the roll bar up.
Oh, that's the roll bar.
That is the roll bar.
Does that go up and down?
It goes up and down. I put it up because it
got a
gives it a
windscreen
different
back
look.
there. Yeah.
Anyhow, if you're operating that car, you have the roll bar down, and say you happen to encounter some distress where you have to make a sudden movement, and if the car indicates or calculates that there's a potential that there could be a rollover, that roll bar will actually come up on its own in like a matter of like split seconds.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense because otherwise it wouldn't be worth anything. I mean, if it took a minute to raise the roll bar,
Right.
you're over it.
But I mean, like
so it
that's-
can actually almost eject up in a sense, and just kind of pop up there?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like it senses, and actually, the only reason I know that is a few years ago, Jay Leno had done a feature on a very similar car to this, and he had mentioned
really?
about that. And, and I think he actually tried to see if he could get the roll bar to come up.
Well, let's have a look at the interior here.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, typical Mercedes in a good way. All the leather is just well done.
The gentleman that had bought this car from me bought it
Yeah,
for
where'd
his
it come
wife.
from?
It came actually from Mississauga, Ontario.
Oh, really?
And so a lot of this was, I think, actually special ordered. You're probably not going to see too often the navy blue
Yeah.
interior.
Yes.
And the other interesting thing actually on it are the rims. They're called a Cuisinart because they have that design. of
Oh,
actually
almost like a food processor.
Right.
Yes, yes.
And years ago, I was on a trip through Banff, and I had my friends in a vehicle beside me. Just made a short video.
Yeah.
And it was interesting because with these spinners, depending on where we were, it almost looked like the tires, the rims quit spinning. It looked like the car was floating.
Oh.
And then there was a point where it actually looked like the tires reversed and then forward again. So just,
I've seen that on some rims that do that. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they're usually a two-piece rim.
they actually have the spinner.
Yeah.
This is no spinner. This is
This is just the
the
way it is.
illusion that it created.
Yeah. Oh, really? Isn't that something?
Yeah, so the car came out from Mississauga. I'd actually bought it in the middle of December. I flew out, took a look at it,
Yes.
and there's a whole much longer version of the story. Long story short, the guy was good enough. He stored it at his condo for me, and then we actually shipped it out on the train.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you get it to Yorkton here by train?
Well,
Melville?
Yorkton doesn't have a depot, Melville doesn't have a depot, but Saskatoon is the nearest depot.
Oh.
So it actually came.
Oh, even Melville doesn't have a depot to drop off. Okay.
Any new vehicle, any dealerships that get cars, they all have to come from Saskatoon. I don't even think there's
They
one in
have a
Regina.
depot, They got an
Yeah.
off-ramp there.
Yeah.
Then.
So what's interesting about this, when I open the hood, you'll notice right on the top of the engine there'll be a plate.
Oh.
And this is the man that actually put that engine together.
Oh, you're kidding?
Yeah.
Oh, so the
Each
individual
engine is put
assembly
together.
guy.
Yeah. By one individual. And
Geez, what's that guy's name? Can we read it?
Errol Cork, I
Oh,
believe.
he puts his name on there.
Yeah, every MG engine will have that. And then there's also the
Oh, you've got a
Badger here.
name over here too.
Daimler signature.
Oh yeah, Daimler signature.
So,
Wow, that's cool. What's the color called? Do you know?
oh, you got me stumped there. And it's interesting that you ask about that because depending on the light, some people come up and they'll actually ask, well, what color is your car? Is it black or is it blue? But it's actually it's a blue. I'm not sure whether you'd call
Yeah, I
it
can see it. I
a
can see it.
midnight blue, but
Yeah. Chrysler, I had a car that was painted. It's not quite this here, but they called it Deepwater Blue. But this is even
Oh, okay.
more mysterious than that one
Right.
was. Yeah. Very nicely done.
yeah, no, they're
I love these air vents on the side here. Huh?
yeah, they'll vent, I believe, for the braking.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Those are the cooling vents. I mean, they.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
This will actually probably one of the first years, I think. Again, I could be wrong. Actually, has the paddle shifting.
Oh,
So you
okay.
can manually shift on the paddle, or you can actually use the stick
Well-
shift. You can actually use it as
Oh,
a
you got the
slap
paddle
stick.
on the steering wheel. Yes. Jeez.
And again, I kind of like to come back to the whole thing about the 2003 and the technology. The car doesn't come out in the rain too often, but I mean, it's a car. It'll
Yeah.
go through the rain. And I turned on the wipers. Well, actually, at that time, these are actually even moisture sensing wipers.
Actuated, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so-
yeah. Oh my God.
Interesting stuff.
Well, good for Mercedes. They got a lot of toys, man. Hi, I'm here with Aaron McCauley, and you have, what do you call it, a 1957 International, but you got a term here, limo somehow.
Well, it's a farm limo. That's the theme, you know.
Tell me a little
So-
bit about how you got to that.
Oh, I saw the 57 cab and I fell in love with it. You just don't see the cabs with the chrome cowlings and the 57s with the twin headlights and the pop-up turn signals. I've never seen one. I've seen a lot of trucks. I've never seen that cab. I saw that.
But that cab, was it a four-door cab, or did you
No,
add on?
I made it.
You
No,
made it, I was going to
no.
say.
It's,
Is it a 1-ton that it started with, or a 2-ton? Or
1.5 ton.
1.5
Yeah.
ton. That's a big truck then.
Yeah,
I love the wheels you put on there, Aaron.
yeah, 22s.
Oh my.
The chassis is Ford 2006 E450 chassis.
E450.
Yeah,
That's a
so
big truck then.
It's an ambulance chassis, heavy duty.
Oh,
Used to be a dually, yeah. So it's got the 6-liter turbo diesel
really? Let's have a look at that around here.
turned up, yeah.
You've really gone all out here. There wasn't a lot of room though, Aaron.
No,
how did
she's
you
tight.
How did you get that in there?
She's tight, yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, if you're looking close, like this is a remnant of the original firewall in the E450.
Okay.
But that's all that's left. Everything else is custom fabricated on.
What is this? I'm looking at an air cleaner of some sort. No, what is
It's
it?
off a semi, off of Kenworth.
Oh, okay.
So I had to modify the.
But you've got a K&N up top there.
Well, this is for the engine, and this is for the AC, air conditioning.
Oh, this is for the
I
air
had
seat.
to keep AC in the dang thing in case it
Yeah,
goes south.
AC's got its own breather and everything.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
So where did you find this truck?
I built it, every bit of it.
But I mean the chassis, the front.
You know, it was a farmer friend of mine had it out just outside of Yorkton here, and
Yeah.
they were using it in a paintball arena. It was trashed. It was dented
Oh
and
man.
broken, but I saw it and I just fell in love with it. So
Well, so this is all part of the original.
this is original. 58.
And this is all part of it.
57.
But you got this
57.
blue. How do you get that blue going on those lights there?
Well,
It's
those are
kind of cool.
custom
Sorry.
LED headlights. You can get them online.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
The
like
bumper's
blue.
part of it too.
Yeah, that's everything's off of some other
You
thing,
got.
you know.
Oh, this. That's not part of the international. All that hook and everything.
Well, it is now.
it is now.
Yeah, yeah. There's not a whole lot of.
So you
original
walk
there,
by this
so.
puppy and you said that thing deserves another life, huh?
I got a vision for that. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my God.
So the rear cab is a 64 cab.
Oh, let's have a look at that. What do you mean by a
there's
64?
There's two cabs put together.
But is this isn't an international?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, they're both two. This is a 57 cab
Okay.
put together with a 64 cab,
Okay.
and it's reversed. So then the doors open the opposite direction, which we call suicide doors.
Yes.
You got to have suicide.
Oh, and that's the dash sitting up there.
Yeah, that used to be the dash in that cab section.
Oh, that's
yeah.
pretty ingenious. So you
there's
flipped
a
it
lot-
around, you end up with the
Yeah,
suicide doors.
Yeah, so it worked out perfect.
Oh, you did
Cut the back window section off of the back of this, moved it back there. And then the truck has a lot going on. It has a 04 F350 roof section. You can't see it, but it's ribbed.
Okay.
So I built it for me, so I know what it looks like. I like it. The back tip of that, the cornice is off of a 65 Chevy pickup.
I can see it now.
I like
yeah.
the
yeah.
overhang. I just
Yeah.
love that look.
Yeah. You did a lot of metal work on this thing.
Oh,
Holy
yeah.
dynamite. What about these running boards?
They're custom half-ton international running boards. It's stretched out, lengthened, and raised. Yeah, so
Well,
everything's
it's almost like a step side now. You've got it kind of going that way, yeah?
Yeah.
What about your box here? Where'd you get that from?
That's a 52 international half-ton box.
Oh, it is.
Widened 13 inches, and the center line of the axle is moved. The fenders are moved.
Is this your exhaust here?
Yeah, custom 6-inch stainless steel exhaust tips.
Oh,
If you look in the tip, it's got a rifle scope. Everything's farm limo themed. The barbed wire, the crosshairs, the horseshoe on the front, that's the whole point. It's just like,
and you're leaving it with this.
It's what a redneck would dream about, having a limo on the farm, right?
This is kind of, I love the patina look on it. You're not going to change this, are you?
No, you know how much work this was to make it look like this?
Yeah. I really like it.
Yeah,
I really
this
like
is all hand done, custom patina.
And you got a bit of a roll bar going on in here?
Yeah, it's all handmade, yeah.
Well, you got a metal shop kicking around somewhere?
Pretty much, yeah.
And these wheels, like they're, that's
22-inch, yeah.
a commercial grade reinforced, all that
Like
stuff.
custom center caps, the Texas Star in there, we've wrapped with some barbed wire.
Jeez.
We got more barbed wire on the...
Yeah, let's have a look at the back here. You even carried the step side. Was this on there or that bought and you added that?
Extended it all down.
Oh, you got yourself a tailgate too. That kind of.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
wow.
box has been widened 13 inches.
Really, I can't even tell wherever you. Like even this tailgate?
That's the whole point, yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
No, I mean really, how do you can't tell.
If you start looking, like here's the zip line. On the inside, I didn't finish it out. So.
Oh, yeah, still pretty.
It's there.
That's pretty
It's
cool.
got a big 25,000-pound gooseneck, so you can pull.
Oh, really?
Pull anything with it. Yeah.
Jeez. So how does it run for you down the highway? Is it okay?
It's like a dream. Yeah. It's an air ride in the back, so.
Air ride.
Yeah,
Oh my
so
goodness.
it rides like a Cadillac.
Oh my God.
And a good buddy of mine has a CNC, so he had him cut me up all these plates.
Yes.
Limo badges and what have you.
Oh man. Well,
Yeah,
congratulations.
it's a lot of fun. Yeah.
So we're here with Glenn and Marianne. So tell us a little bit about your car. What have you got?
It's a 1971 Buick GS 455, cloned to be a GSX.
Cloned?
Cloned.
Yeah,
Made to look like a GSX.
How did you do that? What did you
Well,
do?
I just put the stripes on it, painted it one of the factory colors, and just made it into a stage 1 GSX.
Really?
Yeah.
So why for you a Buick? Buick was a luxury car, and then they dabble in these muscle cars a little bit, like
Yeah.
Oldsmobile did, and other.
Sort of just a Buick guy. I have an '86 Buick Grand National.
Oh wow! Okay.
I'm just sort of a Buick person.
And they've survived. Oldsmobile didn't survive, and Buick survived.
Yeah, I'm not sure how they picked Buick over Oldsmobile. I don't know how that worked out.
Well, it's popular sales. That's what does it. So where did you find your car?
This came out of Winnipeg. It didn't look like this.
Oh, didn't it?
It was a basket case. Yeah.
Oh, was it really?
Oh yeah. Yeah, she was pretty rough.
So
it took 5 years. Frame off.
5 years. Oh my God.
Yeah. Off.
What's the color on it? What do they call that color?
Saturn yellow.
Saturn yellow.
Saturn yellow. Yeah.
And what has it got for an engine in it?
455.
Oh,
4-barrel.
455 sounds Buick-ish, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah. That was their.
Man, they had huge cubic engines, didn't they?
They weren't high revving, but they were torque monsters. Yeah.
Torque
they
monsters.
Made a lot of torque. Yeah.
So what do you figure you got for horsepower coming out of that?
Oh, she'd probably be close to 400.
Oh, there she is. Whoa. Actually, it doesn't even look as big as it could. There's a lot of cavity in this
There's still
space.
some room yet,
Yeah, it's comfortably sitting in there. That's good. So what is, okay, this is the induction. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's exactly right. Oh. Well, congratulations on the car, and I love the color.
Thank you. Yeah, it's fun.
Not everybody would take the time to save a Buick like this, and they're worth saving.
Oh, yeah.
Because there are not that many of them. There's not that many.
Yeah, no, they're getting scarcer and scarcer.
Oh, yeah.
When they went through with the crushers in the 80s there, they
I know.
crushed
A lot of these cars are gone.
Yeah,
No,
for sure.
Yep. Okay.
All
Take
right.
care. Thanks
Thank
a lot.
you.
Appreciate it. Yeah, we're here with Ryan Henke. He's got an Austin. What year is this truck?
From what I could find, it's a 1949.
1940. Where did you find this? I didn't even know Austin had a truck.
Well, I didn't know either. I found my buddy actually had started this project, and then he lost interest. And when he started it, I really liked the truck, so I ended up
It's a four-wheel drive, right?
Yeah.
Was it always a four-wheel drive?
No, these came in two-wheel drive, as far as I know, and then it's all on a Toyota frame. It's got all Toyota running gear. And
is it like a mud racer? Is that what you're turning it into, or just having fun with it?
like a rock crawler. I want to build.
Rock crawler, yeah. Okay.
Take it out to BC, maybe drive some trails and stuff. And
Oh, nice. Let's have a look at the engine. What do you got in there?
it's a 22R Toyota engine in
Oh,
it.
you haven't got an Austin engine in there? A little 4-cylinder or 2.5 cylinder? Oh, okay. So how do you deal with the hood? Oh, okay. Oh, look at that. Comes right off.
Yeah.
Oh, you do have a... Oh, yeah, you've got a 4-cylinder in there.
Yep, 4-cylinder Toyota engine, Toyota transmission.
Bulletproof kind of thing.
Yeah, should run forever.
What did you do? You put this on took the body and put it on a Toyota?
Yeah, and then built the bumpers and the bed and the roof lights and...
Ruin's Rat Ranch.
Ryan's Rat Ranch.
Ryan's Rat Ranch.
Yeah.
So, you've even got a nice hitch here,
Yep.
winch, I should say.
Big winch. The idea was to make it super reliable, so when we do go out west, at least there shouldn't be any problems with it. So.
Yeah, so you can pull yourself out of a gully or whatever it is.
Yeah.
You even put stone guards on there and all that sort of stuff. So what size are those wheels, Ryan?
They're 35 by 12.5.
Wow, where did they come from? They weren't part of the Toyota thing, were they?
No, I bought these from a local tire shop after reading some reviews online, said they were pretty good, so
there you go.
Going with those.
Let's have a look here what you did here. You put all this checkered plate on here and created a...
Scratch built bed. I did it right from start to finish.
And you got your exhaust coming out here.
Yeah,
huh?
exhaust comes out there, got a toolbox for storing stuff when we're...
You got a bit of a roll bar there in case
in case things go a little sideways.
Oh, that's a fantastic looking truck. Well, it looks like you had a lot of fun, and I love the paint job here. Give it that sort of Art Deco kind of look, you know.
Yeah.
It's all
the way nature left it is the way it's gonna stay. So.
So where was the truck sitting when? Do you know where it came from?
I'm not exactly sure where. I was talking to a guy.
I don't think I've seen another Austin truck.
No, me neither. So.
Gee, isn't that something? So it made its way all the way from England over here. Well, there it is. Now it's let's have a look at the interior here. What you've done there. Oh yeah.
It's pretty simple. Nothing fancy. Just basic stuff.
Yeah. Oh, very functional. That's not the original seat though for it, is it?
No, I think those seats are out of Chevy Nova. I was told.
Yeah.
Made a new center console and all new floor and.
Fantastic.
Got the switches up on the roof for all the extra lights.
Oh man, have you had it out? Have you had it out in the country and played around with it a little bit?
Yeah, we've gone to some sand pits and stuff, and it was pretty fun. It does pretty good. There's still quite a bit more I'd like to do to it yet, but eventually.
Very, very good. Well, thank you for joining us, Ryan. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Take care.